So we're here at the British APCO show with two of the organisers of an event called Bluelightcamp. I'm with David White and Sasha Taylor, who both work in the police service by day, but who by weekend have organised a very interesting kind of event. Tell us a bit more about Bluelightcamp and what it was about, fellas.
Bluelightcamp was originated by Sasha here, and I helped, and another guy called Paul Coxon helped as well. And together we came up with an idea of doing an unconference that was based around the blue light emergency services. We've just done a really good presentation all about what an unconference is to those uninitiated who can't cope with the idea of disorganised chaos. So we organised the thing. We started to do it on the Sunday, which was the day before the two-day main BAPCO event, and it went really well. We were expecting quite a lot of people, and we had up to about 80 to 100 people turn up on the day, and we pitched 22 actually, different sessions on the day, and then went off and discussed them in breakout rooms. Everything was connected by live video via Bambuser, and lots and lots of tweets with our hashtag. Lots of people joined in externally as well, so it wasn't just the people that were at the unconference, it was also people from all over the UK and some people from abroad as well. Went really well. We're still evaluating the results, looking at who came, what they talked about, and we'll be putting together some more information over the next few days about what went on.
That's brilliant. So tell me a bit more about some of the issues that are being talked about in terms of how emergency responders are getting into social media and that sort of thing.
There was quite a lot of sessions pitched about how to break down the barriers between organisations that are fairly formal in their setup and fairly cautious of what they release, which is quite natural. One of them was quite interesting. Lawrence O'Shea, he pitched an idea about how to create a social media based intranet. So rather than a traditional intranet, which just gives out information to staff, he pitched an idea about thinking along the lines of letting staff share information and make connections within the organisation along the same lines as Facebook, Twitter and some of the other social media networks, which was really interesting. Externally, there was quite a lot of information going on about how citizens can get more positively involved with their emergency services colleagues via social media. And there was a really good session that was pitched, telling us all about the report reading of the reading of the riots from last year, and lots of people were very interested in that too. But it was a whole range of things. There was even a guy who came along and talked about how he wanted some help for designing an emergency kit bag for paramedics. So there was quite a lot of people helped him out with that too. So all sorts of things.
So at an unconference, tell me a bit more. It sounds a bit chaotic, sounds disorganised. What's the basic format, and what makes it different from an event, say like the British APCO show or a sort of traditional seminar?
Sasha will do that one.
For me, it's the people that turn up to the event. I mean, most of the people that turn up to the event are people who take out of their own time, a weekend normally or an evening. They pay for themselves to be here and so forth. So they're really in a positive frame of mind before they even actually get to the event to actually participate. And that's the key word with unconferences, actually, the participation of the attendees. It can seem chaotic to anybody looking in from the outside if they haven't been to one of these events, and often it's quoted from managers that I can't send so-and-so person to this, or can't let them go to so-and-so thing because there's no agenda. The agendas are driven by the attendees. They come along with what they want to discuss. They often go away with some solutions or some ideas, or at least a network of people they can contact afterwards. So there's a lot of positive things about unconferences, and I think they're very good things to do.
Thanks so much, chaps.